Today's topic of newsletter is something very near and dear to my heart. The issue of people coming and staying in organizations and doing it effectively. You know, the thing is important. Today's marketplace suggests that 7 out of 10 people today are unhappy at work, looking for a new job, new opportunities, new something. Hence, turnover is a way of life in organizations. And in small firms, this is critically important. Turnover issue is expensive and ugly. We'll talk about that later on, but right now, the idea of turnover, it can be controlled, understood, and it can be managed. Today's newsletter is about that very subject, turnover. Let's look at it for real early. This book, Jim Collins wrote a book, Good to Great. You've heard of this book. Great book, by the way. He argued in chapters 3 and 4, it is important to get the right people on the bus and the wrong ones off the bus in organizations, day one. Because if the wrong people are on the bus, they occupy the seats for the new ones can't get on. It makes no sense. It's very expensive. So turnover then is something that must be dealt with scientifically. And the category we do that, for example, unwanted turnover is expensive. It is absolutely expensive. It leads to lower productivity. It leads to decreased profitability. It leads to decreased efficiency and in decreased firm's effectiveness in organization. Also, it is a major cause of organizational instability. People don't know where they fit in organization. And you can feel the stress of firms having high turnover. It is a cancer in the organization. That's important to know this. You look at this cancer in the firm, how to define and fix it. Turnover is that some people just do not fit your firm. They fit the firm. They don't fit. They shouldn't be here in the beginning. Some have no interest in the firm's goals. We call it a big word, sub-optimization. That means the goals of the individual are more important than the goals of the firm. Sub-optimization, big word. Some will not follow directions, firms of directions. They won't follow, take orders. In this case, turnover is mandatory. And in fact, the sooner the better. We get them out of the firm. But the key thing is, turnover is a predictor of success. Therefore, it must be managed properly with the firm. And it can be managed. Now, how expensive is it? Always costly. One person making $40 an hour just quit. There's a relationship that costs the firm. Listen carefully. Every unwanted turnover costs the firm $68,112 per occurrence. $68,112 per occurrence. A lot of money. Get back at you from your bottom line. So you see, guys, turnover is a big issue that must be managed, not assumed away, but must be managed scientifically. Here are the negative consequences of turnover. Increased cost of doing business. Unhappy environment inside the firm. Unnecessary stress inside the organization at all levels. Decreased productivity, decreased sales. Unhappy customers. Negatives continue with no turnover, bad turnover issues. So you see, gang, topic today is turnover. First, address it. It's bad when it's unwanted. However, there is a wanted turnover situations that can be managed as well. People die, get married, have children, babies come, families change, people move. That's planned turnover. The unplanned turnover is what's so negative. Unplanned, unwanted turnover is critically expensive. Message today is this news that tells us a way to control turnover, a way to plan for it. First, develop the firm's philosophy statement. That's first. Secondly, the firm's bio. What do we do? Thirdly, the firm's CEO fit format. Fourth, how we come Stay in the organization. Planned organizational communication process right out of the academy. Fifth, intimate rewards accurately. Use of talking stick, Hawthorne effect, and intimate rewards. Hawthorne effect is important because it allows us to re-sponsor productivity continually. We can reboot it continually, reboot productivity continually using the Hawthorne effect. And lastly, the talking stick. The item from Indian culture allows us to communicate accurately at all levels with responsibility with a talking stick. That being the case, we manage turnover using these tools. You know, guys, all of this is available for you in the Academy, our lecture series. Click on our website, Google Culture. You find a complete lecture dealing with how to manage culture in NDJ Associates website. Thank you, guys, and God bless.